Guys, welcome back to Relax Running. Tyson Popplestone here. Now, I'm not sure if you saw the Brussels 5,000 meters on the weekend, but Grant Fisher set the American record, 12:46 he ran. Our boy, Stewie McSwain, who's been on the Relax Running podcast a couple of times, went out and ran 12:56, it made him the only the second athlete to ever break that 13-minute barrier, just behind Craig Mottram. And it got me thinking. I was so inspired by this race. I was so pumped to see some of the boys just go out and have absolutely huge races that I was thinking about some of the most inspiring races that I've seen in my running career. And I think no running race matches the 2004 Olympic 1500 meter final to me. Anyway, a couple of reasons. I was a huge El Guerrouj fan. He was like my childhood hero. He was the world record holder. He still is. 326 flat for 1500 meters. And before this race, he'd had two opportunities to win the Olympic title before, back in 1996 in Atlanta, when he was an up-and-comer, but still considered a realistic chance to take a gold medal, even though the likes of Noureddin Morsali were in the race. Then 2000 in Sydney, hot favourite, and just got outran by Kenyan Noah Yen over that last 100 metres. So for many athletes, they assume, or for many people, athletics fans, they assumed this was his last opportunity to win an Olympic gold medal. I agree with them. I don't think he was going to have the chance to do it again after this. He was starting to get a bit older. Fun fact, I was on the back straight of the stadium during this race as a 17-year-old kid with my dad. El Guerrouj's family, his wife, his dad, were all sitting behind me. It was a crazy coincidence. And I mean, I think the only people in the stadium who were more nervous than me were those guys. But this bloke on the screen is Bernard Lagat, a 326 man himself, was considered one of the main rivals to El Guerrouj. There's a lot of Africans in the field at the time who, you know, if they weren't going to beat him, they were at least going to match him. His fellow countryman here, another Moroccan, was the Moroccans often had a reputation for helping El Guerrouj out when it came to a race like this. And El Guerrouj often ran better off a fast pace. He never wanted to be the kind of athlete who just sat at the back of the field and tried to make it a 150-meter sprint. So it was interesting to see what happened here because there were so many different tactical geniuses in this race. And you can see, opposite to what a lot of people might have expected El Guerrouj to do, he started out quite slowly. About the first 100 meters, he was in about 8th or 9th, which was a nerve-wracking start for people who knew the way he ran. But you can see here he's just finding some rhythm, maintaining relaxation. He's sitting out in third lane, just behind the Ethiopian here. The idea of in a race like this, at this part, is just to find a little bit of rhythm. Find yourself in a nice, comfortable cadence. Maintain that relaxation. Get your breath in. Can see here by how tightly bunched this field is that it's quite a slow pace. You'll notice when the pace gets fast, the field strings out. So this is often a dead giveaway that you're running in a slow race. Yeah, obviously the dangers of tripping up far higher in a situation like this because there's just so many more legs in one part of the room. You can see in one part of the track. You can see here, what's that? 60-second first lap. So that's 3 minutes 45 pace. Like a really good interclub runner would run 3:45. So this is, by these guys' standards, a jog. This tall, bald Spaniard coming around the outside is Reyes Estevez. He had a mighty last 600 meters. He was a really competitive runner. I think he ran 3:30 or maybe even 3:29. So they're not mucking around. You can tell that people are almost waiting for El Guerrouj to make a move. They knew that his move was usually with 700 or 800 meters to go. He wanted to wind it up. He didn't want to be left in a situation where the sprinters in the field might just absolutely run over the top of him. And you can tell here he's coming up to the shoulder of Estevez. He looks as though he's ready to pounce. And the anticipation you can sense in the field starts to lift a little bit. It's still not overly quick. The pace isn't incredible. The field's still tightly bunched. We can see here El Guerrouj, he's just started to get that, what he's known for, that slight lean forward, the arm swing going. Those knees come a bit higher. 61-second lap, but I would like to know what that last 100 meters was. Now, this is classic El Guerrouj. And the tension in the audience here in the stands was so high because every El Guerrouj fan knew this was his best chance to win, knew this was his tactic, but knew that the quality of the athletes sitting right on his field, if they were there with 100 to go, could still put up a really big fight. So he's opened up a meter here, but you can see Bernard Lagat looking as relaxed as ever in the red shirt on the inside. Now, the goal here is to maintain that relaxation. A lot of people in El Guerrouj's situation here tense up. There's so much pressure on their shoulders come up, their jaws tense up, their arms tense up. El Guerrouj is just a picture of relaxation, which is what he's known for. We're really interested to see what this next split is. You can see here as well, like I mentioned before, the field's just strung out. It's like a big long string. The pace is obviously incredibly quick based on that. What's that? 53-second third lap. Now, this is where El Guerrouj just had to go. Lagat's still sitting there, which makes you nervous because we know that he can sprint. He's only run slightly slower in the all-time list than El Guerrouj. So he's right up there. And this is about the year that he was right near his peak. So here, you're getting nervous because El Guerrouj is throwing everything he possibly can at Lagat, and Lagat's still there, and you can tell he's coming wide. He wants to run past him. He still looks relaxed, El Guerrouj, but looks a little fatigued, and you can see Lagat's arms are just going hard. He's made one last-ditch attempt. Now, what you'll often see with an athlete like El Guerrouj here is they tense up, tighten up, and slow down, but El Guerrouj has had this incredible ability to stay relaxed through the shoulders, the arms, maintain that arm swing, maintain that relaxation, as we've seen run across the line to take out his first Olympic gold medal. Now, it was an emotional time. I teared up. I couldn't believe how emotional I think I was close to as emotional as him right here. It was just a beautiful experience for every distance running fan. Obviously, the Moroccans behind me and around me were going crazy. And you can see the relief of him winning this race is just written all across his face. And you can see the athletes getting around him. They love it for him as well because they all knew how long coming this was. 3 days later or 4 days later, he went out and he achieved the fantastic double, winning the 5K as well. So it was amazing just to see the relief, the relaxation of taking this win, and good to see him, take home that second gold medal as well over the 5,000 meters. So there's obviously a whole range of great races from throughout history. I'd love to know what you guys think rivals this one. There's obviously just some incredible races from various distance. So, hey, let me know in the comments below what you think rivals this one. Who have I missed? If you like these kind of videos, if you like learning more about how to transform the way you run, we've got a lot of just simple, practical tools to help you transform your running on this channel. So make sure you hang around. Let me know what you would like to see. Subscribe, leave the comments below, and we'll continue the conversation there. But thanks for stopping by and watching that one. Hope you appreciated it as much as I am, and or as much as I did. And just what a man, what a career, huge way to end your running career with double Olympic gold medal. So guys, let's continue that chat down below, and I'll see you again really soon.